Not sure what to do when you have Crohn's disease and it comes to dating? Well, look no further. By the end of this video, you'll have my foolproof tips and tricks that take the stress away from dating with a chronic illness. Hello, welcome back to my channel for the best tips, tricks and information relating to Crohn's and colitis. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified every time I post a video every Sunday. Dating can be really daunting and stressful as it is, but throwing Crohn's disease where symptoms can be brought on by the slightest amount of stress, then it can be even more so daunting. But it doesn't mean you should forget about dating altogether, as it's part of life, and if you find that special someone, then it is all worth it. So let's just get straight into my top tips for dating with Crohn's and colitis. Number 1, be mindful of your symptoms and how you feel. If you've recovered from a flare-up, then it's probably not the best idea to throw yourself into a social situation which could possibly stress you into another flare. It's best to recover and regain your strength and energy so you can bring your A game when it comes to meeting up with your date. Same thing goes with fatigue. If you suffer from fatigue like I do, then it may be best to try and not overdo things in the days leading up to your date. Number 2, preparation is key. If you're going somewhere unfamiliar, always plan ahead and see where the nearest toilets are around the area of your date or on the travel route. I won't say much on this because I've done a separate video on travel essentials which you can find in the link in the description box below. Number 3, first impressions are everything. Go all out, dress to impress, it's your time to shine. So definitely have a shower and try not to be late and leave them waiting, which can make a bad first impression. And this also brings me back to my second point, where make sure you leave enough time for toilet stops along your travel journey. Number 4, location, location, location. Don't go anywhere you know you'd feel uncomfortable by the lack of toilet access. Going on a dinner date or to the cinema are good starting points because you know there will be toilet facilities. As cheesy and cliche as a cinema date or a dinner date is, it is always the safest option. Number 5, be confident. This links in with the previous points. If you go to somewhere where you know there's easy access toilets, then you are going to feel more confident in yourself knowing that you won't have an accident if you do need the toilet in a rush. This can just leave you stress-free and leave you to focus on just being yourself. Number 6, turn off your phone. Nothing is more annoying than trying to have a conversation with someone when they are on their phone scrolling through social media. The only exception to doing this is if you're showing them my Instagram page, okay? That is the only exception. No, but seriously, switch off your phone and put your attention on your date. You are trying to make a connection with them, so this is the best way to focus all your attention on them. Number 7 is the bill. Some see that splitting the bill can be seen as cheap, or some may expect one to pay the full amount. But what you've got to try and not do is get into the habit of always paying the full bill. Remember, you want that person to spend time with you and not associate you with free food. Number 8, avoid talking about past relationships. Try keep the conversation focused on them and avoid asking about exes, because that will in turn make them ask about yours, and then if you're one of the many people that have been dumped by someone because they found out about your Crohn's, then this leaves you deciding if you should tell your date about your Crohn's or not. Number 9, when to tell them about your condition. Reality is it's up to you if you tell them on the first date or not. Personally, I'm at the stage where I use it as a conversation starter, but I won't go into the gory details, especially if it's over dinner. But by disclosing your Crohn's disease on the first date, you are showing all your cards and you are telling them what to expect, so there are no surprises down the road. The worst thing would be to get so invested in someone only to be let down because they are essentially put off by your disease, which is wrong, I know, but there are people out there that have done this. Dating is hard and some people do need time to adjust and understand your condition. So if you have told someone that you do have Crohn's disease and they are becoming a bit distant, try and be patient and just help them in the process of understanding your condition. Finally, to my last point. Always follow up. If you do want a second date and you say you'll call them, then call them. Don't wait for them to approach you. If you are genuinely interested in that person, make the effort. What you can do is, if you've just finished seeing them, you can always text them with a text like, "I had a great time, hope you got home okay," and then just wait for that respond and then say you will call them tomorrow, and then call them, okay? And then that will help you arrange a second date and keep a dialogue going. There you have it, my top 10 tips for dating with Crohn's disease. But what about actually traveling to meet your dates? What should you take with you? Well, I've got you covered as I tell you my travel essentials of things I never leave the house with, which help me with my Crohn's, and you can find that link in the description box below. Also, if you want to join an exclusive community who receive tips and tricks on living with Crohn's and colitis, make sure you sign up to my newsletter by visiting the link in the description box below. If you like this video, then let me know by giving me a like below, subscribe and share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below on what was your worst date you ever had. Now make sure you check out these videos on more useful tips, tricks and information for Crohn's and colitis. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video, as well as leaving a like and a comment if you enjoyed this and if you found it useful. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode.